Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar. Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram, Rama 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 Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama 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 Ram, Rama Rama Ram. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram, Rama Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya, Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jai Guru Raya. Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Ram Rama 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 Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Yogi Ramsuratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Rama 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 Bhagwan Shri Yogi Ramsuratkumar ki jai. Sarvam Yogi Ramsuratkumar arpanamastu. Just as yesterday, today is also a very highly auspicious day for the Vaishnava Sampradaya people. They are celebrating Krishna's birthday, Krishna Jayanti, we call it, Shri Jayanti. That will be tonight, 12 o'clock. Some people celebrate the date, and some traditions celebrate the star in which he was born. Whatever it is glorious. A life that Sri Krishna lived, and everything was very unique about him. He was considered as a Purnavatar, an avatar in his full glory. We also have seen Shri Rama's Jayanti, Ramanavami it is called, being celebrated all over India. And today, Shri Ramanavami and Krishna Jayanti are both celebrated all over the world because of those ISKCON movement. What a delightful avatar. Shri Krishna, our Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar often said, I am Nama, I am Krishna. And sometimes he would say, I alone exist. There is nothing else, no one else. Other times he would say, my Father alone exists. There is nothing else, no one else. And of course, many people have seen our Bhagwan as Sri Rama. I myself have seen him as Sri Rama. And others have seen him as Krishna. And there are stories and stories. But we have to remember what Bhagwan said about them. One day, when we were seated in the breakfast hut, Bhagwan was saying with great laughter that one should follow Rama's dharma, Shri Rama's life, Rama's such beautiful characteristics. But one should follow only teachings of Krishna. One should not imitate Shri Krishna, who was an infinite power in himself, and whose life, full of leelas, very unique and powerful. He said, Rama was exemplary in the dharma of life, how one should be in relationship with one's parents, one's brothers, one's friends, one's relatives, and one's citizens of the country. Everything was perfect about him. He carried out all these characteristics diligently. Whereas Sri Krishna, right from the beginning, was very delightful, and he had his own freedom. Just as we hear many stories of Krishna Leela in the Gokul, where he was brought up, very, very delightful stories which would bring smile to everybody's face, everybody's heart. Such delightful stories. But the same Krishna, years later,
when there was Mahabharata war, the greatest war in the history of India, was completely a god, a jnani. In his own right, he declared as the supreme divinity his teachings in the book Bhagavad Gita, which is well known all over the world. Now what should we learn from Sri Krishna? Because it's very important to learn the teachings from these people. These avatars, not only avatars, the God-men, have lived their teachings. And those teachings are relevant even today in our daily life. Bhagwan often said jokingly, just as Krishna is not to be imitated, now this beggar also, he is a bundle of dirty clothes. He has not taken bath. What's more, he has no mind. He does not know what is right and what is wrong. And above all, this beggar smokes. This beggar is a mad, bad beggar. He is crazy and lazy. One should not imitate this beggar. Now we shall see what Bhagwan sometimes referred to, the story of Krishna, where we can learn quite a few things in our life. During this Mahabharata war, when the war was declared, and both sides, the evil people, the wicked people, the Kauravas, greater in number, 100. Always the negative forces are more, quantity. And the virtuous Pandavas were only 5. And they started to gather armies to support themselves in the great war. Now both Duryodhana, the eldest among the evil ones, the Kauravas, and Arjuna, a close friend of Sri Krishna himself, and a bhakta, a devotee of Sri Krishna, a humble devotee of Krishna. Both went to Dwarika, the kingdom of Sri Krishna, to seek help from Sri Krishna. Now just see, imagine the scene. Sri Krishna, the king of Dwarika, in all his golden fineries and splendor, was asleep or pretending to be asleep. Now when Duryodhana entered the room, there was a chair by the side of the head of Krishna. He walked like a royal king that he assumed he was, went and sat there in the chair by the head of Sri Krishna, who was pretending to sleep. Arjuna, the virtuous and a close friend of Sri Krishna, he could have taken any liberties with his friend. And yet, when he went to seek help, he stood there, he would not sit. And what was more, he stood at the feet of Sri Krishna with folded hands and waited. Of course, Krishna knew everything about everyone. And he opened his eyes, looked straight at Sri Arjuna, and gave him the first chance to seek whatever he wanted. Now Duryodhana got angry. He said, I came first. He came only afterwards. Krishna, it's not fair on your part to ask Arjuna for his preference. Sri Krishna, being Krishna, said with a mischievous smile, "Oh Duryodhana, I'm so sorry you have also come." But then, when I opened my eyes, he was the first one straight in line with my sight. When I opened, naturally saw him there, who was there at the feet. So, in my opinion, he should be the one to give his preference. Of course, Duryodhana could not say anything, he kept quiet. But Arjuna, just see what he said. Krishna asked, there are two choices. One is, myself, I would only be a charioteer. I would not take any weapon in my hand and fight. So me on the one side. On the other side, he showed them that huge, vast, powerful army of his, with such expertise in the field. Now Arjuna, with folded hands, said, Krishna, what more can I seek? I want you on our side. It doesn't matter if you don't take weapons and fight. That is enough, you be on our side. That's all I want. Now Duryodhana was very happy because he was planning to ask for that huge, powerful army of Shri Krishna. He thought Arjuna was a fool to ask for Shri Krishna, who would only be a charioteer, who offered to be a charioteer. So, as per their mindsets, they had what they wanted. Shri Krishna smiled at Arjuna and said, yes, Arjuna, I would be your charioteer. Now, this is what Bhagwan would refer to sometimes and say, this humility, in spite of the familiarity, in spite of the friendship with Krishna, Arjuna displayed and sought the very best. He knew what to ask for. The divine, the supreme divinity himself. When the divinity is on our side, what more do we want? So this attitude of Arjuna is to be well remembered by the disciples of our Bhagwan. And there is another one that he referred to, and that was after the war was over, the virtuous Pandavas, with the help of Shri Krishna, won the war, and the day came when all those valorous soldiers, kings, were to be honored. Not only the kings, but also the charioteers who did well because of the way they were running the chariot. The kings also, the valorous fighters, could win. So when the day came, all the chariots were arranged next to each other, and the tradition was the charioteer would get down, kneel down, and then he would be honored with the mala. And then he would also be provided with all those precious stones and ornaments, gold and wild diamond. And then the chariot, they are called the kings who were fighting from the chariot, they should get down. So when Dharmaputra's chariot came, his charioteer got down first. He was honored. And then Dharmaputra jumped down from the chariot. And then Dharmaputra was honored. Now when this was going on, when it came to Arjuna's chariot, Arjuna expected Krishna to come down first and to be honored, and then himself. Arjuna, for a moment, he had the pride that he had won the war. He had the pride of his valor. Krishna smiled at him and said, Arjuna, you get down first. Now Arjuna, for a moment, resented it. Oh, Shri Krishna is exercising his royalty now. He is forgetting that he is only a charioteer to me. But then all the same, he had to obey Shri Krishna, so he jumped down. And then Shri Krishna jumped down from the chariot. The minute he left the chariot exploded in large tongues of flames. Everybody was shocked. And then Krishna said with a smile to Arjuna and all those around, had I not been there, this is what would have happened to the chariot, and with the chariot, Arjuna, you would have also gone into flames. Because I was sitting there, all those powerful astras and shastras, the arrows, the killer arrows of the enemies, were absorbed by the chariot itself. Because I was sitting there. So had I got down first, like any other charioteer here, you would have been burnt down with the chariot. Now, what have we to learn? Our Bhagwan, our Gurudev, Yogi Ramsuratkumar is the charioteer of our life. Our life's chariot is being run by our Bhagwan Yogi Ramsuratkumar. How many bad karmas we had done in the past birth and in other births, we have absolutely no idea. But whenever life brings a sorrow, a suffering, or a disease, we can be sure that it is our bad karma of the past. All the diseases that we get are only because of our past karmas. Though of course it has a worldly reason behind it, the subtle reason behind it is our own bad karmas. And they come like killer arrows upon us in our life. Once we take refuge at the holy feet of our Guru, 75% of our karmas will be taken away by the Guru. The Gurus leave only a meager 20 or 25% for us to go through. But even then, it is unbearable for us and we scream helplessly. Now, our Bhagwan has taken all the arrows, the killer arrows of our life that our enemies throw at us, or our own bad karmas throw at us. So what we are left with is only a meager percentage. And even then, Bhagwan said, every sorrow, every suffering of your life is God-given. Just as the joys are given by God, the sorrows also are given by God. Every detail of everybody's life is being arranged by God. Everything happens only by the divine will. And whatever happens is grace, because it comes from the source. So even the sorrows and sufferings of life carry a certain blessing because they are given by God. So when we learn to look upon every suffering of our life as at once the effect of our bad karma, past bad karma, at the same time a blessing from God. It may not be a blessing from the worldly point of view, but it surely is a blessing for our spiritual transformation. So indeed, it's a greater blessing, meant for our greater good. So let us learn from this episode that our Bhagwan is the charioteer of our life. We have taken refuge at His holy feet. And so, whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or sorrow, let us take it as a great blessing from our Bhagwan, our Guru Bhagwan, meant for our spiritual growth. And we shall see how every adversity turns into a great blessing, transforming us, giving us a push towards God. So, from these two episodes of Sri Krishna Bhagwan, we should remember, we should learn and remember the humility is a sterling quality of a spiritual sadhaka. It's very, very important that we be humble no matter how highly we are evolved. And as per the second one, let's remember that Bhagwan is the divine charioteer of our lives. So whatever happens in our life can only be the best and meant to be a great blessing from our Guru. When we celebrate our own Jayantis, our own birthdays, we are laying foundation for our next birth. But when we celebrate the Jayanti, the birthday of the great ones, we are laying foundation for birthlessness, for eternal living. Jai Yogi Ramsuratkumar.